From the very first day it was opened by the Belfast Welfare Authority in 1958, Kincora had Joseph Mains as its warden. The large, detached villa at 236 Upper Newtonards Road in East Belfast had once known happy times as a family home, and in its new role was to provide a homely, caring environment for deprived teenagers, a stable background to aid the difficult transition from boyhood to manhood. Kincora was to offer accommodation to a maximum of 12 boys in the 15 to 18-year-old age group. Boys from unfortunate family backgrounds or broken homes, or those who had been orphaned. Given the location of the hostel in East Belfast, most of those taken into care and placed there were Protestants. Mains got the job as warden in charge of the hostel after a succession of other assignments with the Welfare Authority. He was 26 years old at the time, single, and had some previous limited experience as the warden of boys' hostels. His personnel file was made public during the Hughes inquiry in 1984, and the records revealed that he had experience in nursing and involuntary youth work, although he had no formal education or training qualifications. Those same files shed little light on how a man apparently poorly qualified to manage a hostel for boys succeeded in obtaining this position. But this was a time when jobs were often gifted according to who you knew rather than what you knew. Moreover, there was a shortage of qualified staff to fill positions such as these at the time, and the official records state the Ministry of Home Affairs inspector, who knew him, Mains, from his earlier childcare work, was complimentary in recommending that his appointment to Kincora be approved by the ministry. Mains took up his post in March 1958, and although the official opening of Kincora did not take place until May of that year, a number of boys were already in residence when civic dignitaries arrived to join in the celebrations. City fathers, councillors and aldermen brushed shoulders with health officials, social service staff and the young residents of Kincora, who passed around tea and cakes. Mains managed to fool his employers, but the first boys to be placed in Kincora already knew the truth. From day one, Mains revealed himself to them as a paedophile. Passing round sandwiches and sticky buns to councillors, doctors, social workers, politicians and VIPs from all walks of life was something one resident, Hugh Quinn, grew to dislike intensely during his 4-year stay at Kincora. Quinn, a resident of the hostel from 1960 to 1964, was subjected to sexual abuse by Mains right from his arrival there. At Christmas and holiday times, various professionals would visit the hostel, and throughout the year, there were unscheduled drop-ins from people with an interest in social services or in the hostel residence. On these occasions, said Quinn, if we were at the house, we would be expected to carry tea and biscuits to the guests. It really was sickening. Sometimes police officers would call in for a chat with Mains or other members of the staff. I thought of crying out and telling them everything, but Mains was careful to make sure he was always hanging around, and I was frightened that if I did and no one believed me, I would be in serious trouble with Mains.